Hey guys, it's raining, so I can't keep my phone out for very long, but I didn't wear my waterproof boots today, but I think that's worth wading out in the water for. Get back to you on the next one if I can. It's raining pretty good right now. Well, the rain's let up a little bit, and I'm kind of hunting for some marbles now in some of these washed out areas. This is a different location with washed out areas. It's actually just edges that wash out, and I found one real small, what looks like a clay marble, but I'm not sure. But this looks like a marble, but it's not all there. It's a part of a marble, half of a marble, I guess you could say. Get back to you on the next. Well, I think what I got here is a melted, maybe melted broke marble. Yeah, broke marble. That would have been a good one. Hey everybody, I got that round shape in the ground right there. I can't see my viewfinder, so I'm hoping you guys can see it. Yeah, it's right there. I think it might be a clay marble. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's kind of a worn clay marble. Cool, it's a good find. Yeah, buddy, there's a Tulsa pull tab finder over there. Nobody's seen him out and about in a while. And G-Man tuna cans up there. And I was coming through this washout here, and there's all kinds of little metal things. There's a little snap or something. But I run my coil over the top of this. It has a shape of Oklahoma on it. It has a pin on the back, and it's heavy copper. I'm thinking it's a Oklahoma chauffeur's license. Still got the pin on it. It'll be a good find if it is. I'll get it cleaned up at home. There's somebody's dig hole right there, and there's a marble right there. It's a good looking marble. I have a milky, clear looking marble. Tulsa pull tab finder over there. Wave at the camera, man. It's like the elusive Tulsa pull tab finder. This seems to be my year for marbles. Everywhere I go, I'm finding marbles. That's a pretty one right there. Marble, man.
Oh, nice. Been on the marbles today.
I've been on the marbles for a few weeks now. Check that dude out.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome. What cool colors.
Okay, this is almost getting to the point of being weird. And we're at a totally different location than where I've been finding all the other marbles. This is an old house tear out. And here we go again. These things are everywhere. Somebody had made a comment on one of my YouTube videos recently that you guys sure seem to find a lot of marbles there in Oklahoma. It's been a bizarre amount for me this year, so wish it was silver, but I'll take it. All right, now it's starting to become comical. I didn't think this was a marble because when I looked down, I seen that chip or whatever it is right there on the front of it. I popped it out, and it's definitely a marble. So I kind of lean up and I'm chuckling about it, and I look over there, and there's another marble I haven't even touched yet. I think I have found a marble yard. Man, that's a pretty one there. Jade green and white. So, a two marble find. I'll keep my eyes open. Again, I'm still at that lot, and I found about a quarter of another marble a minute ago. Here's another whole one. It's more modern looking. All white. Put it in the pouch. Wow. Here we go again. I can't believe this. It's been a marble kind of day, man.
Yeah, there's almost as much dirt out here as there are marbles.
Hey everybody, I want to do a quick wrap up of the last couple hunts. It's been a while since I've been out digging. The weather's been really hot, and I've just been staying in where it's cool. Anyway, let's get to it. A couple tiles, just one little bitty tiny shiny tile. Picked those up mostly for my wife when I see them. Little piece of I believe it's just melted lead, but it is lead. It's older. It's got that white patina on it. A little bit of cloud. I got a Bob's Digging It famous FU mint mark quarter. So I was in the right area, just missed it. 1 zinc, 2 coppers, another quarter. This, I almost didn't even keep this because I don't know why. I should have known it's a Tootsie toy, but probably not going to be able to see up inside there. But it is a Tootsie toy trailer. It's missing 1 wheel, but the rest of it's there. It's still got all the paint on it. It's pretty cool. Lipstick tube smashed, base to a valve stem cover for Model T Ford, big piece of flat lead, top to a razor, old razor. I seen somebody recently looking at one of these saying, I have no idea how these actually work, but it's supposed to be a razor. Well, this actually, if that wasn't bent, you turn that and that raises up or comes off, and then you lay the real thin little metal razors down underneath there and then put that, and it clamps down and holds it in place, and then you got a 2-sided razor. I never used one, but I remember seeing my dad use them. A little cobalt blue bottle. It's really pretty. I'll get some light on it. It's got a little chip in the top. I'm hoping I can find a cap that might fit that. I think that would be really neat just for display. I mean, it's not old or anything, but it's kind of neat. It was a marble kind of hunt. I mean, look at all these marbles. This one is kind of beat up, clear blue marble. This was probably one of my favorites out of all these, other than those 2 little clays. It's got, almost looks like kind of a blood red running in through it, and it's a real pretty blue. Of course, I always love these white and blue ones. The white and blue and white and orange are some of my favorites. This, I think, was like a game piece marble. What's left of these 2 clays, or it might be the way they were made, I don't know, but they're clay marbles. One's tiny. 3, so I guess that'd be 1.5 marbles there. It's just 3 broken marbles. This one would have been great if it had been whole. It had all kinds of colors in it. I almost wonder if that might have been a Superman, because it's blue right there, and then got that red and white. This one's kind of neat. It's got kind of a real milky, hazy look to it. It's clear, and a pretty green one. And then this one's kind of a cat's eye type. I don't think it's real old, but that and some one mother of pearl button, and pretty worn out, and some other little porcelain buttons. And I got one Wheatie, 1952, maybe it's a 50s wheat. And the best find, it was so crusty and corroded over. I mean, I could tell what it was when I first found it, but when it's corroded and crusted over so bad that you can't read it, I mean, it's not really worth a lot of money. It really wouldn't be worth a lot of money all crusted over, and so I clean them. This is the second one these found. The first one just said license on it. This is actually a chauffeur's license, but I think they look so much better when they're cleaned up like this. They look nice, and to display them, probably not picking up in the camera, but it looks like it had maybe a brass coating on the outside of it, or plating, because you can see copper underneath. And that's what the last one I had was. The copper came complete, or the yellow on the outside actually came completely off the other one. I use emery cloth, and I buff these off and buff off all that crust that's stuck on there. I've tried Brasso. I've tried other different ways of trying to get that crust off of them, and it just will not come off where you can read it legibly. And what's the use of having them if you can't read them? The other cool thing about this one, it's a 1939 Oklahoma chauffeur's license. There's a number. I would love to go down to Oklahoma City and see if I can go through the records and find out actually who that belonged to. I would give this away to the family if I actually ever found out who it belonged to. I think that'd be a neat thing for them, for the family to have. But this one actually still had the pin on the back of it. Now, it's still all attached, and you can see I put a dab of E6000 glue on there just to hold it in place because it was moving back and forth, up and down, and it's real brittle. And I knew if I, working on this, if I continued to move that around, it was going to break off. And before it actually broke, I put a little dab of glue on there to hold it in place, just because it's rare to find them with a pin still on the back. So I wanted to make sure I maintained that back there. Whether it has glue on it or not, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so this was a pretty exciting find for me. This is the first one of these. My wife looked it up, and for this style, this shape and everything, I think she said it was 1937 was the first year that it came out with this one, and then they only had it for a few years. So Tulsa Pull Tab Finder says he has one. I don't know if he's ever cleaned it off like this or not, but pretty cool. You know, somebody wore that proudly on their chest for years and drove people around in a car. Now, got kids watching, cover their eyes. I'm going to show you something that these tokens that I found recently, I went and cleaned them up, and they of course have some nudity on them, but I was going to show how they cleaned up. You know, all brown and nasty looking, that they wasn't worth anything. Of course, they're all nasty looking, but they cleaned up pretty good. Used a little bit of Brasso and a Scotch-Brite, and got that dark, kind of reddish colored stuff off of them, and got them all cleaned up where they're looking good. I actually think they probably would even sell better looking like this. I mean, I didn't completely clean everything off of them, so they just look like they've been circulated and don't look like they've been really cleaned. But pretty cool. Anyway, so I hope that temperatures cool off for too long. I don't think they're going to, though. What I'll probably do is, if I get a decent permission, I haven't had one in a while. If I get a decent permission when I get out and hunt, I'll probably get up, you know, right at daybreak and get out and hunt until, you know, 9 or 10 o'clock. Because starting about 10, 11, it starts getting just boiling hot outside. So until I find some more, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick addition onto my wrap-up, something I forgot to show in the wrap-up, and that was that $5 bill I found floating out in the water. It was you know, hung up on a limb in that little drainage stream, and just started raining when I saw it, so I was going to get wet anyway, so I waited on out there and got it. It was only, you know, 3 or 4 inches deep anyway, the water at that moment, and it was still clear. So I grabbed it. I walked about another 5 minutes or so up on the side of that bank, metal detecting. I looked down, and the water was brown. I couldn't see through it anymore. And a couple minutes after that, it was about 8 inches deeper, probably close to a foot deep, and running real rapidly. So this would have got just washed on down into the sewer system if I hadn't snagged it. So I guess that's a pretty good save. Anyway, hope everybody's getting out and doing some metal detecting and not frying in this heat, and post some videos so I have something to watch. And I got another one coming up here pretty soon. Happy hunting.